everyone, this is my first book review, finally I know, and I'm going to be doing my book review on The Cleric Quintet by R.A. Salvatore. You might be thinking, oh, what a huge book, and it is a huge book, but that's because there are 5 books in one, and the 5 books would be Canonical and Sylvan Shadows, Night Mask, The Fallen Fortress, and The Chaos Curse. So, since I read it all together in one book, I'm just gonna judge it as one book. If you don't know who R.A. Salvatore is, he is an author best known as the creator of the Dark Elf Drizzt. I think that's how you say it. This is my first time reading his books, so I don't know who that character is, but if you do, this is the same guy. Um, his first his first published novel was The Crystal Shard in 1988, so same guy. Okay, so this is a D&D based book. If you don't know what D&D is, it's a role-playing game that's on like pen and paper, even though I think they have an online one now. I'm not sure. The main character is a cleric named Catterley, and his main companions would be a monk, his lover, Danica, 2 dwarven brothers, one Ivan, and one named Pykel. And I think they're both fighters, except one dwarf wants to be a druid, and that's kind of funny. And the last main character that hangs around with them a lot is a elf. I think she's a ranger named Shaylee, I think. I don't know how to pronounce all these names, so forgive me if I mispronounce. So, what I liked about the book, it was like really easy to read. You could just sit there for a couple hours or an hour and not really get bored. And I like just reading for hours and not getting bored and like not wanting to put the book down, so that was good. The characters are different from each other, and one thing that I hate about reading books is when the characters are all similar and they're just too alike. It's just awful. And this R.A. Salvatore, he's really good at like describing the battle scenes or when the characters are in like a little fight. And he's really good at that because usually I just skip over battle scenes because they just suck, and he like actually captured my interest. And then another great thing I liked about this book was the ending, and you have to have a great ending if you're going to write a book because that's mostly what you remember, and I just loved the ending. What I didn't like about this book was that there were some unanswered questions, and I don't know if there's other books with these same characters that answer the questions, but there were some questions that were brought up and were never answered, and I hope there was a book that answered these questions, but so far this is the only one I've read, and those questions did not get answered. And another thing I didn't like about this book was it was the typical overpowered main character that he's just invincible, and I hate invincible characters. But other than that, this book was pretty good. Out of like a scale to 1 to 10, I would rate it a 7. And if you played D&D or D&D based games, this book is just that much more interesting. You could actually get the jokes or get like the characters and how they battle each other. It just makes a lot more sense if you played D&D. Um, all in all, the story was cute, fun, charming. That's why I rated it a 7. But I would definitely suggest you go and see if a friend has this book and ask to borrow it before you just rush out and get it. I would look it up, see if you like it, and if you have any remote interest in it, I suggest you could just get it. It was good. I liked it. And it's okay to borrow from friends, okay? I just want to let everybody know that you could borrow from a friend as long as you have every intention of bringing the book back in good shape. Like this, I borrowed, and I was happy I borrowed it because I probably wouldn't want to buy it. And I know it's hard to keep these in shape, like good shape, if they're soft covered. They bend and stuff, but that's not so bad. And if you're going to borrow a book, make sure that you have every intention of paying the person back if you do mess up their books. Like if you don't have the money to like pay them back or anything, just don't even borrow a book. I just want to let you know that borrowing books is fine. It's great, and you just pretty much get to read a book for free. And I want to thank Tiffany for letting me borrow this book. It was pretty great. I would like to read more of Salvatore. And so far this was a pretty good book, and I hope you guys check it out. And just, if you've already read it, tell me what you think about it. I personally liked it. I gave it a 7 out of 10 because it wasn't the best, but I liked it. So just tell me what you guys think. Leave a comment. If you have any questions for me, just email me. It's on my channel, my email address. So thank you for your time. Oops, I did not click stop. Okay, bye.